Hello everyone, this is Brittany Kilpatrick Ferber of the fashion blog Philly's Fashion Phenomena, which is devoted to bringing more exposure to Philadelphia's fashion industry. Since the blog was created, we have gone on to go beyond written content and also venture into other mediums, which brings us to today, our first ever podcast episode. In this first episode, I just wanted to highlight one of the fashion designers from Philadelphia and just provide information as well as just discuss just like general observations and things of that nature. In the future, I plan on doing more episodes and other content related to the various fashion designers within the city. I will be providing links to the sources as well as anything related to the brand in the description section below. And now, without further ado, I'm going to tell you that the first designer I am highlighting is Victoria Wright. Now, to provide a little context, here are a few details about her. According to Victoria Wright's LinkedIn profile, she has a Bachelor in Fine Arts degree in fashion design from Moore College of Art and Design. Additionally, as detailed within the designer's profile located on the Philadelphia Fashion Incubator website, she has also participated in a fashion competition that was held by Philadelphia Magazine, which would result in her being a finalist. And then from there, she went on to join the program offered by the Philadelphia Fashion Incubator. Her LinkedIn profile also notes that she has previously held fashion and knitwear design internship positions at companies including Rebecca Taylor, Urban Outfitters, and Club Monaco. And she has also worked as a fashion stylist for a company called Intrigue Fine Apparel. She now designs her own brand of women's wear, which is under her name. Now, according to the About section of Victoria-Wright.com, her line of women's wear falls into the category of contemporary, and it utilizes, unquote, classic silhouettes, feminine references, and luxurious textiles, end quote. Also, these garments are created with business settings and circumstances in mind, also detailed within the same source. And now, when you look at her women's wear, I would say that in general, just by looking at these pieces, they are mostly day-to-day basics that are articulated with a precise fit, and they also utilize intricate details. If you saw Philly's Fashion Phenomena's first Instagram story, you will recall that Liberty Gaither of the fashion brand Manic Metallic noted that tailoring was one of Wright's strengths. So moving on in terms of color palette, her collection features colors such as tan, ivory, black, gray, so mostly neutrals, but there are a couple other colors thrown into the mix. There is a color that would be kind of along the lines of like almost like a maroon, but it's kind of like a red wine color at the same time, and they call this color Vino on the website. And there's also options for items in baby blue, so that's just an overall summation of her color palette. I just want to conclude this episode by giving my opinions about some of the details that I appreciate about Victoria Wright's work. Now, if you look at her website and glance at her blouses, the detail that I really appreciate about these designs are their use of like subtle statement details. In the instances of the blouses that are currently available, they have a raglan or flounce style sleeve and back paneling. And each of these details is articulated in a semi-transparent fabric that has irregular spots on it, which almost look like fallen flower petals, which is just a nice little detail to help keep these looks from being too minimal. I would say in terms of functionality within one's wardrobe, I would say that these pieces would function in much the same way as those from the Row, Stella McCartney, and Victoria Beckham. And finally, I just want to say that overall, what I really like about this collection is how versatile it is and how I could picture these items being in my closet for a very long time. So finally, I just want to say, if you want to know more information and see more of her pieces, check out Victoria-Wright.com, and hopefully we will do more episodes like this in the future. Stay tuned. Also, if you would like to learn more about Philly's fashion phenomena, be sure to check out our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, YouTube, Medium, LinkedIn accounts, as well as our blog, which is on Wix. The musical selections that were featured in this work are from iMovie. One is entitled 44th Street Short, and the other one's called Collins Avenue Long.